small number of craftsmen who make beautiful instruments. Huai found one man from China who is establishing his name here and overseas.
Ming is a violin maker. He and his family have been in New Zealand for 6 years now. Ming worked for some years with other violin makers and music shops before deciding to start his own business 2 years ago.
I'm 16 years old. My school have back concert. I saw some violins and cellos. I like violin model very much because violin look very beautiful, and I like violin cello sound.
Although he does not come from a family of craftsmen, Ming decided to pursue this interest at 16 years old. He started to teach himself to make violins by reading books and analyzing other people's instruments. Besides violins, Ming also makes cellos and violas using the finest maple and spruce wood imported from Germany. He claims that he doesn't play the instruments very well, but he definitely has a very good ear for tone. At age 25, Ming left his job as a mathematics teacher to join the Tianjin Provincial Orchestra in China. For many years, Ming looked after more than 100 string instruments for the orchestra which toured and performed frequently.
I work for orchestra more than 15 years. So, because I like my job very much. And I like violins, and I like make violin and repair violins. All of people are my friend, and I like the job very much.
Traditionally, violin makers from European countries such as Italy are highly regarded around the world. Therefore, for Ming, it is a challenging task to break into this market. But he's already making headway in this area. Ming has sold some of his instruments overseas to places such as Australia, America, Taiwan, and Malaysia. Last year, he sent 2 of his violins to Poland to compete in a violin makers convention, which is held every 5 years. Both of his violins were ranked among the top 15 of 120 entries from around the world. One of these violins was bought by music student Joe Harrop.
Well, I actually played it to help the wood vibrate before we sent it away to the competition. And it sort of grew on me a bit, you know, you play it, and it's so close to you and this sort of thing, of course it becomes part of you if you like. But his violin looks beautiful. I mean, you look at it and you put it in the sun or in the light, and the varnish glows, it's shiny, and the wood is, the evenness of the grain, back on the back and the front, just beautiful. And once again, the scroll it's got life to it, you know, it's very, very natural curl and very symmetrical in its proportions. And plus it's loud. Over the years I've been playing it, it's just got louder and louder. It's opened up, and like I was saying, the consistency goes right across the string.
Joe has been playing the violin since he was 5, and is now a third-year music student at Auckland University. Soon, however, he will be leaving for Germany to attend the prestigious Nuremberg Violin School to study under the renowned Russian Zakar Bron.
There seems to be a trend towards New Zealand-made violins, you know, because the makers are making good violins and they're making a good sound. The age-old question is which is better, a new or an old violin? The only answer is not. You don't really know which one. Some new violins are better than old violins, and vice versa. I mean, just a case down at National Youth Orchestra this year. I mean, 9 out of 10 violas in the viola section were playing New Zealand-made instruments, which is great. It's really, really neat. And somebody like Li Ming, if he keeps turning out fiddles like he's making at the moment, especially in Ireland, I mean, sky's the limit.
With the Outyear Youth Symphony for the St. Matthew's Performance Arts Festival in Auckland, and the proceeds for the concert will go towards his trip to Germany. Joe is playing Dance of the Goblins by Basile using Li Ming's violin.
is my destiny. I thought God gave to me the wisdom. God gave to me the good chance, like violence, and God gave to me the good chance to choose this job. And I should say thanks God.
Love that sound. It is done up with the first of our community notices.